Unit 1, Lesson 3, Making Scaled Copies. I can draw a scaled copy of a figure given a scale factor. I know what operation to use on the side lengths of a figure to produce a scaled copy. So, Activity 2, which operations? A, Part 1. Diego and Jada want to scale this polygon so that the side corresponds with 15 units. So that would be this side. In the original is 5 units in the scale copy. So that means they are multiplying by 1/3, which is the same as dividing by 1/3, but you're going to understand why I'm writing it this way later in the lessons. So 15 times 1/3 will give me 5, or you could do 15 divided by 3 equals 5. So remember, when you're doing scaled copies, you're always thinking about multiplication. You're always thinking about multiplication. So then, Diego and Jada each use different operations to find the new side lengths. Here are their finished drawings. So we have Diego's drawing, but for some reason he didn't quite finish. And then we've got Jada's drawing, and for some reason she did finish. So I noticed right away that this 5 is here. So that's something important to consider. There aren't any questions on this slide. So then it says, what operation do you think Diego used to calculate the lengths for his drawing? So when I look at it, I see 36, 26, 30, 20, 21, 11. So I think he subtracted 10 each time. So I know right away Diego can't be right because he didn't use multiplication. So now I'm going to switch colors and I'm going to look at Jada's. So I'm looking at that same 36. So if I had my calculator, or if I'm thinking about division, this is multiplied by 1/3. 30 to 10, again, multiplied by 1/3. 21 to 7, they multiplied by 1/3. So what operation do you think Jada used? I think she multiplied by 1/3. Did each method produce a scaled copy of the polygon? So I have to say no. Diego's is incomplete. And didn't use multiplication. Jada's is correct. All right, so now let's take a look at the next one. It says Andre wants to make a scaled copy of Jada's drawing. So this is still from that same activity, but it's the same concept, but it's a new part of the activity. So he wants to make a scaled copy of his drawing. So the side that corresponds to 4 units is 8 units on his copy. Okay, so I'm looking at this right here, and it says create a scaled copy. So I'm going to put an 8 here because I know that's what he wants. So then it says, I wonder if I should add 4 units to the lengths of all the line segments. What would you say in response to Andre? Well, whenever we're thinking about scaled copies, we're thinking about multiplication. So would you add? No. You must use multiplication. So you think 4 times something equals 8. So what would fit in here? 2. So then my scale factor is 2. So all the sides I'm going to multiply by 2. So for right here, this side's going to be 10. This side's going to be 12 because I'm multiplying by 2. 12 times 2 is 24. 10 times 2 is 20. 7 times 2 is 14. So that's how I know I've got a scaled copy, because I'm using a scale factor of 2. And you always want to use multiplication. Practice problem 2. Quadrilateral A has side lengths of 6, 9, 9, and 12. Quadrilateral B is a copy of quadrilateral A, and its shortest side length is 2. So the shortest side would be here. So what is the perimeter of quadrilateral B? So the first thing I have to do to find perimeter is think about what are all my side lengths. So to get from here to here, I'm dividing by 2, or I'm multiplying by 1/3. So my scale factor is 1/3, because this line means to divide. If you're not sure, use your calculator. You can use your calculator on your phone, whatever you want to use. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply all of my sides by 1/3. So I know 9 times 1/3 is going to be 3. 9 times 1/3 is going to be 3. 12 times 1/3 is going to be 4. So from here, they want perimeter. So I have to add all my sides. So I have a perimeter of 12 units. So now you've got your cool down image. Again, I don't have the question here because the question is in Canvas. This is just a place so if you can't see the image, you have the image. I need you to complete the cool down in Canvas. Then I need you to upload your Keynote as a PDF, and I need you to complete the Canvas cool down. If you still think you need more help, like you need more practice than what I gave you today, get on to Khan Academy. The links are in Canvas. If you want to hear somebody else talk about it, listen to Mr. Morgan. He's got great tips and ideas. If you want to talk through this lesson with someone else to make sure you understand, email a study buddy and set up a Zoom chat. So let's say I'm not really sure about it, but I don't think I need a lot of help. So I might just, find a friend and talk to them about it. I need a small group lesson because I'm really not understanding. We're on lesson 3 and I'm really feeling kind of lost with this whole thing. I definitely need to get in and see Miss Scarfpin and have a conversation. So you're going to email me and with your specific question so I can set up, a small group, or I can set up one-on-one time with you. That way I can kind of group my kids together that need help.